Hey there, and welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're going to be unpacking the actual mechanics of truth. I mean, think about it. We make thousands of judgment calls every single day, right? But how often do we really stop to stress test the foundation of those decisions? To figure this out, we're going to strip it all down to something incredibly basic, just reading the temperature in a room.
So let's start with Section 1, a single measurement and illusion.
Imagine you buy a brand new thermometer, right? You set it up on your desk, look at the screen, and boom, it reads 25 degrees Celsius. Instantly, you're probably going to declare, okay, it's exactly 25 degrees in here. It feels totally definitive. Our brains just immediately accept this one single measurement as an unshakable fact about the physical world around us. But we really have to stop and ask ourselves, is it actually 25 degrees everywhere? Relying on just one single observation basically introduces a massive single point of failure. We're just blindly assuming that the whole environment is perfectly uniform and that the tool itself is absolutely flawless. But, reality is rarely ever that neat and tidy.
That brings us to Section 2, perspective expansion using 3 sensors. To truly verify that initial 25-degree reading, we've got to scale things up a bit. We go from just one sensor to 3 of them grouped tightly together. This is basically a baseline calibration check, just making sure the hardware isn't lying to us. But the real magic? That happens in Step 3, when we actually take those sensors and spread them out across the physical space, front, left, and right. At this point, we're no longer just testing our equipment, we're testing the environment itself.
By physically separating those sensors, the questions we're asking completely change. Like, are the readings slightly different now? Is there maybe a subtle draft coming from a window, or ambient heat radiating off your PC tower in the corner? Does the humidity vary depending on which way you're facing? Suddenly, that flat, simple statement of "it's 25 degrees" transforms into this complex, three-dimensional map of the space.
Moving right along to Section 3, human and AI judgment.
Now this brings us to a really massive shift in scale because the exact same limitations we just talked about apply to both our organic human brains and artificial neural networks. Both essentially require what we can call environmental cross-validation. Think about it. As humans, we don't just trust our eyes once, right? We squint, we look again from a different angle, we ask a friend what they think. And on the AI side, an image recognition model doesn't just look at one pixelated frame. It has to verify if its conclusion holds up, even when the lighting is altered, the angles are skewed, or the background gets noisy. For both man and machine, true verification absolutely requires multiplicity.
Which leads us to our final core concept in Section 4, the true meaning of reliability.
This micro-level analogy of the thermometers really pushes us toward a complete paradigm shift in how we understand trust and data. Reliability isn't just being right once. True reliability means your conclusion consistently survives being viewed differently, rechecked, and honestly, just assaulted with totally different methodologies. It's kind of like the difference between guessing the weather by peering out of one tiny window versus actually walking entirely around the outside of your house.
And this brilliantly sums up our ultimate takeaway today. As our source material perfectly puts it, good judgment is not made from a single observation, but when different observations support a single conclusion. So as you go out there and analyze data at work, or hey, even make your next major life decision, you gotta ask yourself a really crucial question. Are your beliefs based on a single 25-degree reading, or have you actually stress tested them from every possible angle? Keep questioning and keep spreading your sensors.